So in this video, I'm going to give you some more tips to improve your side kick with a few different exercises and a few different ways to think about the kick, Yoko-Geri Kikomi. So the first thing we've got to think about is how to deliver the kick correctly. Which direction does it come from? And which muscle groups are we using? The most common mistake that I seem to see in many dojos with the side kick is that it ends up becoming a mawashi-geri. The path of the kick is incorrect. This may be due to a lack of landing on pads or impact work, bag work. But I'm going to show you how to correct that right now. So the issue is this. The knee comes up, but from that position now, people extend the kick this way, which of course we know is mawashi-geri because it's coming from this angle. Okay, what we want to be doing is taking it from the inside, leading with the heel and thrusting the kick outwards towards the target. Okay, using the glutes and that hip extension action. So an exercise I like to use to teach this motion is from our basic or our Kion exercises we do in karate. Now most Shotokan dojos will teach this from Kibidachi, this way here, and what they'll do is they'll step over the front foot and deliver the kick from here. Okay, I like to do it differently. I like to have the foot come behind, like a Bruce Lee style. When the foot comes behind, the hips are now set up correctly for the kick. I'm showing my hip to the opponent, this way. This is the angle I need to get for my side kick. So when I chamber, I kind of can't go wrong now. All I've got to do now is extend the hip into the target from there, and I can come down into Kibidachi. The problem with stepping over the front is that it encourages that mawashi kind of action, the rounded action. Because we've got to do a lot more work. We've got to come from here, and we've got to take our foot to the front and then extend the kick out. Whereas the way I prefer to do it, having the foot come behind, sets my hips up nicely for that kick. Okay, I still want to keep my focus to the front, towards the opponent or to the target, and then deliver the Yoko-Geri from that position. The second tip or second exercise to improve your side kick and the strength and stability of your hip muscles around it is this exercise right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my foot placed on the target first of all. He's going to give me a push back. I'm going to stabilise on that back foot and drive back in again. Okay, so I have my foot placed on the pad. He pushes me back. I keep my balance, drive back in to send the kick back in from that position. I must maintain that chambered position the entire time. So I don't want to be here and he pushes and I drop because I've just restarted again. So the idea is to be here in that position, find my balance, push back in for that side kick. A progression from that exercise now then is to be out a distance to start with, so the knee is already chambered, and I'm just in and back from here, in and back. In and back, turning that hip over, in and back, in and back, in and back, this way. Sets of 5, sets of 10, sets of 3, whatever you can manage. And the final exercise, we're going to use a resistance band, okay? Not with too heavy resistance, just nice and light. What I'm going to do from here is loop that around my foot, get some resistance on it from there, and just deliver the kick out to the side. Hold on to that band from here. Pushing out, and back from the front of the body. I don't want to come from the back of the body because that is mawashi-geri, led by the knee, okay? I want to lead with my heel, pushing into the target this way. Back and push, back and push, this way. So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll see you next time.